I sort of thought there'd be these more substantial routes, and then I'd come to a kind of one of the little villages, Stony Stratford or somewhere. I would come to like a lovely Cotswold pub. That hasn't happened yet. As I say, it's partly because I've not planned. So, you know, fair enough. So there's a state here, quite a few builders vans. When I was filming Casualty in Cardiff, the car park at the hotel where they put me was entirely builders vans in the mornings. Southbound, something or other. So some house. Well, first of all, I started on this before, but first of all, on the last bike ride, I said I was talking about Cleopatra's Needle, and I said that it was looted from. I went all like really kind of wanky liberal, and I said, well, that was like looted from Egypt, and so a couple of people emailed to say that it wasn't looted from Egypt. That actually it was given to Britain by. Well, it was given to Britain by the Sultan of Egypt, who was, I think it was then part of the Ottoman Empire, and it was given to Britain in our help in ridding Egypt of Napoleon. Well, I mean, and so it wasn't looted, really. Mind you, I mean, the Sultan of Egypt, I mean, presumably Egypt then wasn't a democracy. Well, it's not a democracy now, is it? So the people of Egypt didn't have any say in the Sultan giving their needles away. Nevertheless, I was wrong to say that it was looted, and so I admit it. You see, I'm happy to admit it. If I make a mistake, I immediately correct it as soon as possible. Not unlike the media. Yeah, I mean, when they would tell some lie about Jeremy Corbyn, they would like he was a Czech spy or whatever. They would never correct it, you know, or they would correct it in the tiniest, on page 97 of the Mail on Sunday magazine at the back with the adverts for red corduroy trousers and walking baths. So I corrected though. I made a mistake. I was wrong, and I admit it. Some more signposts here, none of which say lovely Canal North, Great Linford, 1 kilometre. Let's it's gone all metric. Let's go there. So the other thing is tell out we want to. It's canal. Fucking hell, that's a shock. That's a surprise. I don't know if you can see that. Also wanted to mention the Patreon thing that we've got going. That too, so I don't have to accept advertising. That you can contribute. And I did sort of make a point about how, that's pretty. Make a point about how you would get nothing, but maybe, it's going to look bum. You would get nothing for contributing to the Patreon account, but I think it'd be maybe nice to do something special for those who do contribute, at least a shout out on the podcast or even on the bike ride. But we'd help pay for Talal and Anthony Overton, who does the sound mixing. It'd be very good. Oh, another cyclist. It's exciting. Didn't say hello, did he? Wasn't very friendly. Looked at me. Still, I could have said morning, or well, at that bloke, call this summer. I could have done something like that, couldn't I? But I didn't. So what you give is, yeah. I suppose I should find out where the concrete cows. That's the famous. That's not a concrete cow. It's a bit of. Can you see that? It's obviously a horse that pulled the. It's done in metal strips. A horse that would have pulled the canal barges. It'd be nice living here. It'd be quite nice living here, wouldn't it? I think. Willow tree. Just gone quiet here so you can enjoy the cycle path. Oh, Canada gooses and the gooselets. It's alright, I mean you no harm. Oh, this is the lake. Oh, fucking hell, this bridge is deep. This is a sort of. No, I thought that might be a pub. It's just somebody's house, but that must be. Wow. It'd be quite a thing, wouldn't it, to live on? Is it just a bit of the canal? You know. I bet the king of Milton Keynes lives there. It says Pennyland. All right, let's go to Pennyland. I would be curious. I mean, there's canal boats there. I would be curious. It's all very quite. It's all very brightly painted. I mean, the houses are the same, but there's a kind of brightly painted woodwork, isn't there? It was nice at the station though. I don't know if I didn't say this before, I can't remember, but it was very nice just sitting there watching, you know, people being dropped off or meeting other people. That was very, you know, it was very sweet, the affection that people have. I'm already confused about. But, you know, it's really moving, I think, just people saying goodbye, people greeting other people. So this is a canal. I'm going to go over this bridge, past the lake where the king lives. And if you eat any fish from that lake, you'll be deported to Australia. I think this is the third time we've seen this stretch of bike lane. It's really that I should ask you to contribute to this via this kind of thing via Patreon is really, it's an insult, isn't it? But even with this being the third time we've been on this bike lane, still one of the most interesting things on the internet. It's whimsical, isn't it? Too whimsical. Grand Union Broadwalk. Crow. Thing. Scooter. scooter. I looked a bit glum, didn't they? But they were holding hands, so, you know. I'd say, well, it's on the other block if you're still here. It'd be interesting if anybody, you know, had been grown up in a place like this. What it's like, really. I'd be interested to know. It's all a bit, I mean, it's planned, isn't it? You know, your existence is planned. You know, you live in a industry is here, shops are here, people live here. I don't know whether that means that people, sometimes perhaps people can react against that and actually become more creative, you know, in the kind of banality of their surroundings. It's Flaubert's dictum, isn't it? As he says, you know, there's you know, that a lot of people, I think, in the arts feel that they have to live a wild life. But Flaubert said that, you know, you should live the life of I can't remember the actual quote now, but you should, you know, live a kind of quiet, modest life and save all your kind of wildness for your art, which to a degree has been my inclination. I'm a boring twat. Never. I mean, you could do it more kind of roadside signs that tell you north. I mean, it says Canal North, Great Limford, but if it should be like, it should say things like, you know, Great Limford, more and more brick housing with wagon wheels on the front door, or, you know, Latino neighbourhood, ebullient Le Corbusier style buildings, modernist, or maybe like, but you know, sort of people that lived there, you know, part of the Filipino neighbourhood. Mostly, watch out for the Patels at number 43. You know, knock on their door and they'll give you something to eat. Stay away from number 63. What the? Is this? No, that doesn't. This is a bit of a change, isn't it? Germans have probably got a composite kind of word for fear experienced while cycling along a canal towpath. It's recently been mown. Gesprechen Sie spritzen, gefrieren, Schfunk. I think would be. It's improving my bike handling skills though, because it's not easy doing this. You need exemplary balance and you know, many decades of riding a bike. Oh, public toilets, I think, or something. to like double wide, isn't it? Slow down for moored boats, please. I don't think that's aimed at me. I presume it's other boats. Thank you. Cheers. Thank you. A bloke in the high vis had some sort of device over his shoulder. I think he's been the one cutting the grass, I assume. It's not exactly, what we usually go past, is it? The National Theatre and Thames, London Weekend Television and stuff. This bloke with a strimmer over his shoulder is the high point. But then maybe that's the point of this cyclogeography. Maybe that's the point of slow television, is to, not overload oneself with imagery and sensation, but to learn to appreciate a bloke with a strimmer over his shoulder. It was a Farrow and Bawley kind of. The old wharf house is the first oldie worldy bit of architecture we've seen. And very old bridge, ancient steps, extremely narrow bit of towpath. This is like Viet Cong, isn't it? On the Ho Chi Minh Trail. Giant road. I think it's been it's not been what I expected, really. The weather's been a lot worse, and I've not really seen anything I thought I was going to see. So I don't know. Oh yeah, here's a sign. Linford Lakes Nature Reserve. Oh well. Bend down there. Of course, the greatest travel journalist, really, TV travel, is Michael Portillo. Ow, bollocks! Ah, fuck! Fucking, ow! I think that was saying the name Michael Portillo. That's why I was hit on the head by a tree. Oh, a sign here says the Black Horse. I'll talk about my Portillo at some other. I don't see the fucking black horse. The View MK. Well, this is like Homer's Odyssey, but on a bike. What things we have seen, what experiences we've had, and now we've arrived at. Well, we've still got to get back to the station, really. But I think we've arrived at something. Oh, it's a fishing tackle shop. There's not a. I thought it was a cafe. Oh well, maybe there's something. Hey, oh, there is a cafe. So we've arrived at the. So excitement. I hate gravel. You can't cycle on gravel. It's allowed him because he's young and fearless. Here we are, we've arrived at our unintended destination. This is the View, Milton Keynes, beautiful lakes. And so we'll do one more bike ride where we attempt to get back to the station. But fucking hell, what a ride that was, what an adventure, my God. Oi, geweld.